the beginning of November, the teams gathered again at Donington Park for the TOCA Shootout. The race carried a £12,000 prize for the winner. The rules were adapted to guarantee fierce racing and a contest that would be alive to the finish. Murray Walker sums up what the occasion was all about.
Take super-tuned touring cars, superstar drivers, progressive elimination of the last man, a pace car to bunch things up, start the slowest men first and the fastest man last, and you've got a recipe for an all-action race. Listen to 4 times British champion Andy Rouse.
There is a lot at stake, yeah. I mean, it's a novelty race in the fact that it's different to the type of races that we normally run. But it's serious all the same. I mean, the type of drivers that are in it don't really drive for fun. They're serious drivers. Although they enjoy driving, they're in it for more than just the fun.
It's going to be good fun. The only thing is that I'm right on the back of the grid on my own. It's no matter what happened, I was quickest in practice this morning, so technically I should have been in pole position. But we've ended up shuffling the grid round about, and we start this grid in reverse order to the championship finishing position. So I've got to pass everyone again to get to the front to take the £12,000.
At the last round of the British Touring Car Championship, a euphoric Tim Harvey became the 1992 champion in his BMW Coupe. But sadly, Tim isn't racing today.
It's a shame that I can't take part, but we know the reasons for that with BMW pulling out. It's also a shame that Will Hoy and Steve Soper and some of the other top drivers aren't here. But that isn't going to detract from the racing. It's going to be a tremendous race. Should be a great spectacle. I think I'll probably put my money on John Cleland or Jeff Allen or perhaps Andy Rouse, even though they're starting from the back. I'm sure they'll be up the front, and I'll be out there in the pace car in case anybody gets out too far in front.
So the fastest man in practice, John Cleland, starts from the back of the grid. Row 1, Alex Portman's Vauxhall and Dennis Leach's Ford. Then Rob Gravitt and Ian Flux's Peugeots. Row 3, Matthew Neal BMW and Keith O'Dore Nissan. James Kay's Toyota and David Leslie's Vauxhall. Row 5, Andy Rouse's Toyota and Jeff Allen's Vauxhall. And row 6, all alone, 1989 champion John Cleland. Away they go for 22 laps down to Redgate. We're in car with Cleland, last on the grid, Jeff Allen in front. Into Redgate, the right-hander. It's Rob Gravitt leading, Matthew Neal is second, Dennis Leach is still third, and we're with Jeff Allen. There's Andy Rouse going through in the Toyota from row 5. Flux goes over the curve, into the Craner curves now, and this is 120 miles an hour. That's Alex Portman. He's gone from pole position to last at the present moment in the Vauxhall. And there's John Cleland, last but one. He won't be there for long. We're with David Leslie now, chasing Gravitt, Leach and O'Dore, and that's Andy Rouse on the right, going through. 4th position, Rouse in the Toyota, up to McLean's, all together. Now we're with Leslie. Rouse is passing Leach up into 3rd position. Now it's Coppice, Gravitt, Neal, O'Dore and Rouse into the long straight, up to the S's. And O'Dore is passing Neal to 2nd position. Andy Rouse is going to go through and take Neal. He's done it. Down to the S's. It's Gravitt leading. Rouse, O'Dore and Neal together. Rouse going through and he hits Gravitt. Rouse hits Gravitt, takes the lead. So Andy Rouse leading in the Toyota as they go out of the S's down to Redgate. In car with John Cleland now, and that's James Kay ahead. Now here we come. There's O'Dore passing Gravitt into Redgate. Out of Redgate into the Craner curves at 120 miles an hour. We are in car with John Cleland. Look ahead and see them as they go down to the old hairpin. It's brake hard. And there's somebody off. Great cloud of dust. They go through into the old hairpin. Oh my goodness, that's Keith O'Dore's Nissan. And it's gone straight over the catch fencing. Meantime, Andy Rouse is leading. Here he comes, Rob Gravitt behind him in the Peugeot. Now we're in car with Leslie. That's Ian Flux in 4th position ahead, or it was, up to McLean's. And there is Keith O'Dore's car. Well, now we're looking back from Andy Rouse's car. This is a replay, and that's Keith O'Dore's Nissan. Turns left, he's lost it. He's doing about 120 miles an hour, and he hits the bank. He somersaults over the fencing. Look at that. That is a really big one. And here is a replay from O'Dore's car. Look, he's lost it over the grass. and turns right over. You saw blue sky at the bottom of your picture, and that's him landing, and the marshals running. Now they're rushing to get at him as up into the right-hander at Coppice. There go the leaders, and we've had the amazing news that Keith O'Dore is perfectly okay. Quite incredible. Down to the S's, the leaders. It's Andy Rouse in the Toyota. Rob Gravitt, there he is in the Peugeot. David Leslie sprinting through in the Vauxhall. Up into second place, almost touching us. Out of the S's. And now we are in car with David Leslie in second place. Up ahead of us, 125 miles an hour. The leader, Andy Rouse, Toyota. Down to Redgate again, third gear, 90 miles an hour. Rouse leads, Leslie second, Gravitt third. Ian Flux is fourth, and there is Matthew Neal in sixth position. That's him ahead of us. We're with John Cleland, seventh position. John Cleland has come up from last to seventh. He's chasing Matthew Neal's BMW 318 Coupe, and he's going to take it, surely. There's the old hairpin. Gravitt and Flux together, third and fourth. And that is David Leslie. We're looking back from race leader Andy Rouse's Toyota. David Leslie from Carlisle. Up to McLean's, the right-hander, and again he almost touches us. This is a fantastic battle for the lead between Andy Rouse ahead, and we're with David Leslie. Coppice, Rouse, Leslie, Gravitt, Toyota, Vauxhall, Peugeot. There's David Leslie. Saucily giving us a thumbs up sign, and he's doing about 120 miles an hour as he comes down to the S's. All five on together. Rouse, Leslie, Gravitt, Flux and Neal. Look at this, that's Leslie. Behind him is Gravitt in third position. Out of the S's. Rouse, Leslie, Gravitt, Flux, Peugeots are third and fourth. Their best race this year by far. We're with Gravitt now, the 1990 champion. Leslie and Rouse ahead into Redgate. Rouse, Leslie, number 79. Gravitt behind. We're in car with Gravitt now.
These two in front, I can't believe what they're doing. Just take it steady.
He can't believe what they're doing, but he's keeping up with them, and that yellow tape on the steering wheel is to show him when the wheels up front are facing straight ahead. Out of the old hairpin. The top six virtually together, in car with Leslie, pushing Andy Rouse ahead, the race leader. Up to McLean's. Look at this. Action. Rouse, Leslie, 379. There's Leslie. Looking back at him. Up to Coppice. Leslie challenging for the lead. Rouse, Leslie, Gravitt. It's as close as that as they go out of Coppice into the straight. And Leslie is attacking for the lead, and he's taking it. David Leslie in the Acurie Ecos Vauxhall passes Andy Rouse's Toyota. Takes the lead. Down to the S's again. Here they come. Leslie just tucks in ahead of Rouse, holds the lead. Front-wheel drive Vauxhall, front-wheel drive Toyota. Down to Redgate, we're in car with Andy Rouse second. Leslie ahead, and that is Dennis Leach. He's last, and he's going to be the first to be black flagged off the course. There's the proof, that's his number. Round the old hairpin again. In car with Jeff Allen. And that's Ian Flux's Peugeot ahead. Ian Flux has had very little race driving this year, but he's absolutely magnificent here today at Donington. And so is John Cleland. We're with him now in car. He's in fourth position, attacking for third and taking it. John Cleland goes up into third position, and look at this. That is Ian Flux, and he has just gone up to fourth ahead of Gravitt. It's changing places all the way round at Donington. Down to the S's again. Leslie leads, Rouse second, Cleland third, Flux fourth, Jeff Allen in fifth position. And there is Cleland, third position. In car with Jeff Allen, fifth place. Ian Flux ahead in the Peugeot, and the Peugeot is holding the Vauxhall off. That's how much the Peugeot's improved this season. Or is it because Jeff Allen is going through? He's gone through. And now we're with John Cleland, third place, attacking Andy Rouse's Toyota, number 3, the blue one in front. Into the Craner curve. Down to the old hairpin, that's Dennis Leach. Last, and he's about to be black flagged in the Ford Sierra. And in the old hairpin, it's all through. Once again, Cleland attacks Rouse. Coming up to McLean's, the right-hander. And Jeff Allen goes through. My goodness, just as I said that, Jeff Allen, number 6, goes ahead in the Vauxhall Cavalier, ahead of his teammate, John attacking, but Rouse is holding him back. And meantime, Flux has come up into third position. We're looking back at Ian Flux in the Peugeot. He's now up into third. And as they go down into the S's in this incredible event, it is anybody's race. Just at the moment, though, it's David Leslie leading Andy Rouse, who goes up onto the curve. Looking back now, there is John Cleland, and he's hit by Flux. Flux goes onto the grass, rejoins the track, but he's lost a lot of places. We're in car with Cleland now. Third place, Leslie and Rouse ahead. So we are now into the second third of the race as they go into Redgate. With John Cleland, he's still having a go at the Toyota of four-time British champion Andy Rouse. So it's two British champions battling, but it is still David Leslie leading. Old hairpin, Leslie, Rouse, Cleland, Gravett, there's Jeff Allen, behind him is James Kay. We're in car with Gravett now, fourth position, John Cleland ahead. Peugeot, we're with, Vauxhall ahead, out of McLean's. This is it. Look how close it is. We're looking back from Rouse's car at John Cleland, who is in third place, into Coppice. Back again with Cleland. Now, is he going to be able to take Andy Rouse here? He's in the slipstream of the Toyota. He has pulled out. He's easing up level as they go under the bridge down to the S's. John Cleland is going to take second position because he's got the right place and the right-hander. It's Leslie leading. It's Cleland second. Rouse is third. And John Cleland has come up from last to second.
Matthew Neal just hit me again, unbelievable.
That's Rob Gravett complaining about Matthew Neal hitting him as the leaders go into Redgate. The leaders are Leslie. John Cleland is second, Andy Rouse is third, Rob Gravett fourth, and into the pits, that's Jeff Allen. Now, why? I don't know. Something to do with the engine, obviously. But meantime, at McLean's, it's Leslie, Cleland, Rouse and Gravett. We're with Gravett, he's going for third position, trying to take Andy Rouse. Is he succeeding? Yes, he's through. Rouse goes down, and he's in trouble. Neal goes up to fourth, Horman goes up to fifth. It looks as though Andy Rouse slipping right the way down through the field. And John Cleland is moving up. Second position, attacking for the lead. Into the S's, he's done it. Cleland, Vauxhall leads. David Leslie, Vauxhall. And John Cleland is looking good for that £12,000 as his teammate, Jeff Allen, exits the pits ahead of everybody. Now, this is interesting. We're in car with Gravett. Third position going up to second. Gravett to second ahead of Leslie into Redgate. So, there is Andy Rouse. It looks as though his race is over. He comes out of the S's and into the pits. No £12,000 for Andy Rouse then. Sad ending. And there's the black flag we were expecting. Dennis Leach goes through and he's got to stop at the next lap. Into the S's. John Cleland leads. David Leslie second. In the yellow headlamp Peugeot, it's Rob Gravett, then it's Matthew Neal. That black flag is to bring Jeff Allen in. Now we're with Allen, and that is John Cleland passing him. So Jeff Allen knows he's got to come in at the next lap. Into Redgate. Allen going round, he's holding station at the present moment. And now we're with Rob Gravett. Third place, John Cleland and Dave Leslie ahead, down to the old hairpin. Cleland, Leslie. Jeff Allen isn't slowing. Rob Gravett still in third position now. Up to McLean's. Cleland leading. David Leslie second in the Vauxhall. Rob Gravett in third position. Hard into the apex. Looking back from John Cleland's car. That's David Leslie second. Trying to saw us in half again. On to Coppice. Leslie is attacking Cleland on the lead. Cleland in the Vauxhall, Leslie in the Vauxhall. We're in car with Leslie. Now, can he catch race leader John Cleland? David Leslie in the Ecurie Ecos Vauxhall. It's virtually identical to Cleland's. Down to the S's. Cleland, Leslie, Gravett and Allen.
Oh, come on, Jack, you're not even in the race.
Rob Gravett obviously not at all happy. Now, Jeff Allen either didn't see the flag or he's too fired up to stop. But down to Redgate. And it's going to affect Rob Gravett, that is, because Allen is in front of him now, and he's between him and the two leaders. Now there's Gravett, and here is Dennis Leach. He did see the black flag, and he's coming into the pit lane. In goes the Ford Sierra. On go the leaders. Cleland, Leslie, Allen, that's him, and he's still ahead of Rob Gravitt. Behind Gravitt is Neil and Flux. And what are they going to do about Jeff Allen? That is Flux passing Matthew Neal's BMW, who attacks again, and they're going to make contact. They've made contact at the S's. And over the grass goes Neal. He just misses Ian Flux as he rejoins. Down to complete another lap. We're in car with Rob Gravitt. He's waving at Jeff Allen. Move over.
Jeff was taken out the race. Get Jeff Allen taken out the race, Chris. He shouldn't be in it.
Take him out of the race. He shouldn't be in it. Rob is very understandably wound up. Into the pits comes James Kay. So there are now 6 official runners left and Jeff Allen. And this is what they're going to do about Jeff Allen. Tim Harvey is out in the pace car. So now they all form up behind Tim Harvey as Andy Rouse explains why he retired.
Unfortunately, from what was a very good first lap, it all turned to rubbish after that. I managed to stay in the front for a while, but I was basically holding them all up. And gradually it just got too bad, so I came in.
So now Tim Harvey going into the pit lane, hopefully with Jeff Allen as the race recommences. Into the pit lane comes Harvey. Yes, there's Jeff Allen behind him. And this is what Jeff Allen sees as he comes up to his garage. Turns in. 4th in the championship with 2 wins, but not today. His race is over. And we're with Rob Gravitt now. Leslie and Cleland up ahead as they get back to race speed. 120 miles an hour down the Craner curves into the old hairpin. Cleland leads. Leslie second. Gravitt locks up. Flux is in 4th place. What a turnaround for the Peugeots. All their hard work earlier in the summer is paying off for this, the last race. In car with Gravitt. He's had an awful season, but he's back at the front, up to McLean's. And now it's Coppice, and behind the 4 leaders, Alex Portman and Matthew Neal. There's Matthew. It's their best race this year by far. Now the long drag down to the S's. This is it. And look back, there's the BMW Coupe of Matthew Neal. He's in 6th position, number 12, but he is next for the black flag. They're bringing the last man in now, every lap. There's the flag. Matthew Neal is out. The leaders are on. We're with Gravitt, and he's up to 2nd, is he? He's right up alongside David Leslie. We're with Leslie now. And there he is, going through on the inside. That's Rob Gravitt's Peugeot, you could just see it. But David Leslie holds the 2nd position as they go down to the old hairpin. They're fighting for 2nd place. They're doing up to 120 miles an hour now as they come up to McLean's. And it's still John Cleland in the lead. We're approaching McLean's now. Cleland, and going through is David Leslie. John Cleland did not expect that. The Scotsman, the bearded Scotsman, David Leslie from Carlisle, goes into the lead in the Vauxhall. Down to 2nd place goes John Cleland. Then it's the 2 Peugeots of Rob Gravitt and Ian Flux, and all 4 of them are together. And the next man for the black flag is going to be the chap who's in 5th position. That's Alex Portman in the 2nd Ecurie Ecos Vauxhall. Into the S's. And Cleland goes through, takes the lead. No, it's still Leslie. He's got the inside line. All 3 of them, all 4 of them go through. Leslie, Cleland, Gravitt and Flux. Black flag for Portman. And now it's 4 left to fight it out for the sole prize of £12,000. And John Cleland leads at Redgate. What a race! Look at this! Up into 2nd place goes Gravitt. Up into 3rd place ahead of David Leslie goes Ian Flux's Peugeot. Well, Rob Gravitt 2nd. He's got a better engine, improved suspension. Flux is in 3rd place. Is he? Because Leslie's attacking. Flux goes onto the grass. A fantastic race. Back again with Rob Gravitt. John Cleland ahead in 1st place. Gravitt attacking at McLean's. He's right up behind the Vauxhall of the Scotsman. John Cleland, the leader. Coppice. Now it's between Cleland and Gravitt, the 1989 champion and the 1990 champion. 39-year-old John Cleland from Peebles. 32-year-old Rob Gravitt from Maidenhead. We're in car with Gravitt.
Oh, Oh, John, let me through. I'm coming through now.
I'm coming through now, says Rob Gravitt, into the S's. Rob Gravitt is going for it. He's going to win this race. He certainly intends to. He's closing right up on John Cleland's boot lid. But he's not. The yellow flag means they're bringing the pace car out. That's Tim Harvey.
Well, not many laps to go. John Cleland leading, very closely pursued by Rob Gravitt, having perhaps his best showing so far this year. I don't know if John is stalling for the last few laps.
Tactical move on behalf of Mr. Harvey there. They've bunched the field back up. The race to the finish now. I think Flux is looking good for 12 grand there.
Well, I think John Cleland's looking good for 12 grand too. We're soon going to know, because the pace car's going to come in, and then there will just be 2 laps. I think the pace car is in, the race is on again. 2 Vauxhalls, 2 Peugeots. Yes, 2 laps to go. Cleland leads, Gravitt second, Leslie third, Flux fourth. But there's only one winner.
Go on, John. Go on, you know I'm quicker. You've got a big problem next year with this Peugeot.
I think John Cleland's got a big problem with this Peugeot now. Never mind about next year. Down to the old hairpin. Rob Gravitt locks up again. He did that once before. John Cleland ahead. Second in the championship after a controversial ending. 3 wins in the championship this year. But this, for £12,000, could be the best. But he's still got to finish. McLean's. Number 45, Rob Gravitt. What a great race to finish the season on. Peter Coppice. In car with Gravitt again. Down the long straight to the S's. Now, the Peugeot seems to have the power. This is where he needs to close right up on John Cleland, get into his slipstream, brake late and try to take the lead as they go into the right and then the left. But John Cleland's got the line. Rob Gravitt has to stay behind him. Now it's down to Redgate. Last lap. This is the last lap where with second place, Rob Gravitt. Into Redgate. He's going to go through. Cleland closes the door. They've hit each other. We're in car with Gravitt, and he's leading for the first time in 1992. Rob Gravitt leads, and he waves to John Cleland, who dives through on the inside of Greener Curves, retakes the lead. We're looking back now at Gravitt as he closes up on the Peugeot. It's going to be an absolutely sensational last half lap. We're coming up to McLean's now. It's doing 125 miles an hour, the 2-litre cars, with nearly 300 horsepower. Into McLean's, the right-hander. Looking back at Gravitt, out of McLean's. Just got to go up to Coppice, the right-hander, down the long straight, into the S's. Any one of these 4 could still win. The order at the moment, Cleland leading, Gravitt second. Behind Gravitt is David Leslie. Behind David Leslie is Ian Flux. This is it. And it looks to me as though John Cleland's got it made. Yes! He hangs on. Hard right, hard left. He can see the checkered flag. And John Cleland wins the £12,000 from Rob Gravitt, David Leslie and Ian Flux. And they are both delighted. Well done, John, says Rob Gravitt.
Unbelievable.
So, a great victory in the shootout for John Cleland's Vauxhall. A brilliant second for Rob Gravitt. David Leslie third, 4th place and fastest lap to Ian Flux.
That was really good fun. Thoroughly enjoyed that. It was a little bit of pushing, but I'll tell you, that was probably one of the cleanest, most potentially dangerous races there was. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant.
Congratulations, John.
Thank you.
Well done.
Enjoyed that.
Rob, bad luck. Almost did it.
Oh, no, it's close. I mean, that's the new car, Barry. We were talking about it earlier on. It's only the 2nd time it's run. I think it goes to show that the Peugeot is really on the pace now, and I'm really looking forward to next year. It bodes very well, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and this, believe it or not, is what's left of Keith O'Dore's Nissan after his horrific crash, as an unharmed Keith looks at some amazing video pictures of what happened.
Just going into the curves there, following, I think it was Andy, rear just broke away, and you've just got so much momentum and speed going down there, it just wouldn't hold. Just dug in, and that was it. Just flipped over and over and over and over. Perhaps in hindsight I should have had a lift before I got to the curves, but you know, you can't do this sort of thing at this level, so you know.
So after all the agony of the final round a few weeks earlier, John Cleland ends the season with a smile and a cheque for £12,000. And the Touring Car Championship goes into 1993 as the most exciting and successful competition on the British calendar.
Hoy, Cleland, Rouse, Allen, Harvey, O'Donnell, Bell, Sutton, absolutely pouring through. Hopping the curves, thumping the tyres, hammering the suspension, but racing on. But if anybody puts a wheel wrong here, the order can change in the twinkling of an eye. They're absolutely on the limit of a heater. Tremendously close stuff. Rear-wheel drive car, front-wheel drive car, but I'm not going to get excited. He's lost it. Tim Sutton's lost the BMW straight across the grass into the tyre wall. Oh, up again. He's hit it twice and straight into us. And hello, that is Torquil Tearing going backwards for Christmas, and Cleland's lost it. He's into the Armco. They're surging past him. Get ready for a spin. Here it is. That's once. This is twice. And they're off. Both of them off. Well, incredible. And there's somebody losing it. It's Carl Jones. And off goes James Kay, number 11. And somebody's off. But John Cleland is attacking Soper. He's up on two wheels. Soper holds his line. He's pushed right out to the right. He attacks again as they go to the right-hander at Luffield. And they both spin. They're both out.
And for road runners everywhere, the best bits of the year's Top Gear can be seen later on this afternoon at 5:05.